Welcome to North Carolina Wine TV. I'm your co-host, Kit Bodner.
And I'm your other co-host, Jeff Cohen.
Happy Tuesday.
It is a Peachy Tuesday.
Peachy Tuesday. We are here, North Carolina Wine TV style.
Did I say who I was?
You did.
Okay.
Emphatically, actually. We are here
Okay.
drinking a Ben Webb wine, which is a Old North State winery, Autumn Leaf Gold white wine. Before we get into this wine, I want to remind you, we love comments. Please leave us comments below. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, some fun stuff. You can subscribe via iTunes. If you would like to get these videos in your iTunes as a podcast, free of charge, click and subscribe over there on iTunes.
That's right. And what I'd like to say is, I'm sure that you all know what Facebook is, but if you're really not sure what Twitter is, send us an email. We can tell you all about it.
Yes, happy to help you with whatever we can. That being said, we are today trying the Autumn Leaf Gold from Old North State Winery.
Yep.
This wine is a semi-dry wine, halfway between the sweet and dry scale, according to the bottle of this wine. And it is a blend of Viognier and Pinot Gris, but it also says, and a ripe peach essence. So we're really not sure what that is.
That's right. That one...
Peach extract?
That's
flavoring,
right. What
juice,
that makes
something.
what that makes us think is that there's a winemaking process that goes on, and we're down with wine, but then there's something a little extra added to the wine to make it fruit flavored.
Yeah, so we're not sure how it's going to go, but we're going to try this. This wine is $10.
Yep.
Was provided to us by Old North State Winery.
Yes, it was.
They're over in Mount Airy, North Carolina. One of the larger wineries in the state. I give them credit for making some of the best value wine in North Carolina. Their wine is around $10 to $12.
Right.
They make some good quality wine, especially for that price point. Kudos to them for doing so.
And the reason their wine is priced the way it is because they have distribution deals. It is very available. It's in supermarkets,
If this
bigger
is
wine stores.
If you like, if you like these grapes, you like peach, you like what we say about this eventually, this will be an easy wine for you to find in grocery stores and wine shops and so forth in North Carolina. Well, I think let's just get to it.
Yeah.
This is Tuesday. I'm feeling like just, drinking some wine.
Just smelling some peach.
That's it. I mean, done. It is peach and honey. That's the nose of this wine. Honestly, it is peach, honeysuckle, and straw is what I'm smelling there. Would you agree, disagree?
And I go back and forth between real peach and fake peach.
It kind of smells like canned peaches.
Yeah.
If you've ever opened a can of the canned peaches that are kind of in the light
Is
syrup.
it light
stuff,
syrup or heavy syrup?
Light syrup. I'd call it light syrup because it's
Okay.
not. So it's kind of canned peaches with a little bit of straw, a little bit of honeysuckle kind of smell there. So it smells slightly sweet, but not over the top sweet. So that's the nose of this one. Do you have any? Do you agree? Not agree?
Yes, I do agree. Canned peaches is
the predominant flavor.
Yes, and
Flavor of this wine is the predominant flavor of this wine.
That's right. And before we go on any further, I really hope that we never encounter a wine whose nose is canned fruit cocktail.
Fruit cocktail is so gross, isn't it? It is like one of the worst things.
Well, when I was a kid, it was okay.
Oh, see, I didn't even like it as a kid.
Oh.
I mean, I liked some gross stuff as a kid. I mean, Chef Boyardee, all that kind of stuff. That was all good. But fruit cocktails were a true lie. That was just terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Okay.
On the fruit cocktail note, let's try some wine.
That's right. Let's have some peachy essence.
All right. This wine tastes like peaches. This wine tastes like peaches.
Yeah. And it's not a good peach flavor.
No,
I almost think that the wines don't list ingredients, do they?
No.
So you never. Well, I'm just checking.
Don't mind him. He's got it.
Because I'm really not sure if the peach, as we said, is natural peach extract or it's just an artificial flavor. All this says, is with ripe peach essence. And I guess where I'm going is whatever they're using to make the peach flavor is really fighting against this wine.
That is an excellent description.
Yeah.
It's covering up the flavors of the grapes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not complementing the flavors of the grapes well.
Right.
I mean, if you really like peach, then you probably like this. I mean, if you love peach, if you drink peach margaritas, if you do peach frozen drinks and that fruit wine, that kind of stuff, you're probably a fan of this. But
there are wineries in North Carolina that are making peach wine.
Yes, and they may be doing it better than this. I'm not a fan of this because I'm going to continue to try it because I want to give it a fair shake. Obviously.
Sure.
What's happening is it has a clunky finish. It starts out, it's not overly sweet, which I dig, but it's a really clunky finish. And the aftertaste is too artificial.
Yes,
there's a fake peach here. If this was real, like clean peach, I could probably be okay with it.
Yeah,
but it's kind of a fake peach, and it's kind of almost bitter, like compared to the taste of the grapes, and that's what's really throwing me off here.
Yeah,
it's almost like you're drinking like a peach liqueur that you poured into a cheap white wine, which doesn't really do it for me. What do you think?
I am
not a fan of this wine.
I'm down with that.
What do you rate it?
Wow.
I don't like it.
No, I don't care for it either.
There are people, some folks will like it. If you really like peach, then you may like this one. I will say that this is...
It's too combative. The peach...
It is. It
the
really
peach doesn't...
me.
It's not the right kind of peach for someone who likes peaches. Even.
Yeah, and I will say we've enjoyed the Old North State Winery. So the wines we had before, they were good. This just suggests this is not doing it for me. Throw a number out there. Throw a number.
Throw a number out there. I'm at a 1 to 1.5.
1. I was at a 0.5 to 1. So let's meet at 1.
I'll give it a 1.
We're gonna give this wine a 1, which, if you look at our scale, is not very good since it's 1. It's 0 to 5 is the scale, so 1 is flunking. That's an F. But if you want some wines this style, try some other places, or even try some different wines from Old North State. If you're looking for some good semi-dry wines, Old North State has some.
Yeah,
Skull Camp wines are some good ones. I mean, there's some good semi-dry wines out there. This is just not.
Yeah, I think where I'm coming from is it's not a good example of what Old North State can do.
Yeah,
and it's also not
a good example of North Carolina wine.
Right, or a good example of peach wine. Not that we've had any, but
it's trying to be all these things and it's doing none of them well.
Yeah.
So, pass.
Definitely pass.
Pass. Rated a 1. Let's move on from this peach wine.
Here's to the Old North State. Peachy.